Like, surely I've kept mine. We went for the same festival, carnival.
You know what? People don't keep things.
Yeah,
but it doesn't look bad.
it's fine. It does, but it's okay.
Oh, that's bitter.
Yeah. Okay, let me just put it this way. I'm trying to like not offend anyone.
No, I think we said we're spilling the tea.
Yeah.
We're not coming to expose anybody.
Okay.
This is not aimed at anyone in particular.
Yeah.
Let's mention this disclaimer right here.
Yeah, this is not throwing shit at anyone specifically, by the way.
I'm just serving the tea. Dog. So why did you?
But you guys probably know this if you follow my blog, which you should. So why I started blogging was I was in my first year of university and I was studying this course which I really didn't like, and it was so stressful, and I just wanted like an outlet to actually like showcase something which I actually loved, which was fashion. So that is basically why I started my blog, like as a stress reliever.
What are you studying?
Computer science and information systems.
Oh,
so yeah, and you
I'm studying computer science too.
Whoop, whoop.
That's
I actually knew that.
Yeah?
But yeah, literally, like, guys, we actually have so much in common. Shockingly.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Even though she's fashion and I'm beauty, we still.
Yeah. So she's also studying computer science, which is so weird for many. Like, you don't find many like beauty and fashion bloggers studying comp sci.
Yeah. Actually, you don't find many girls in general studying comp sci.
That's so true. So are you blogging full time? Oh yeah, you told me you're studying.
Yeah, so I'm studying full time, but I do blog and I try to make a post at least every single week.
Do you have like a proper fixed schedule to blogging?
I honestly don't. Like I pre-plan things, but it doesn't always go to plan.
Yeah.
Like sometimes other deadlines come before it, depending like if you're working on a different campaign.
That's true.
But I wouldn't say that I have like a rigid plan. No, I don't.
Okay.
Maybe I should though.
I know I also should, but I don't. I really don't.
Tell me, like, you started, when did you start?
So I started it in 2014, but it was just a hobby at that time. So for 2 years I blogged, and my blog was even private. Most people don't know that. So it was only my friends, and family who could actually like, you know. Also my Instagram was private. Like I was just
very private.
Yeah,
that's like me though. I used to be such a private person. I still am a very private person. I kept my personal Instagram.
True. But I would share a lot, but I would only be comfortable sharing to people who are close to me, not just with the public. I would like to share about my life.
To like take
in 2015, like mid 2015, towards the end, I was like, you know what, let me just go public. Like I think I want to do this seriously. Then beginning of 2016, I was like, bam, like let's do this. Yeah.
What made you make a change?
I saw the potential that there was in the blogging and the business side of blogging.
Yeah.
And I was just like, if I'm a private blogger and no one knows me and I'm not like, there's no way I can get into the business of blogging, being a private blogger. Yeah.
So I'm sure that the response from your family and friends were really good for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, plus I had gotten like such good responses from like people around me. So I was like, you know what, we can go public. Let's do this. Yeah.
So I know that you've been like earning from your blog and stuff. So how did you go about like monetizing it?
Okay, but I'm not. Okay, let me just put this out there first of all. I'm not like earning like a big salary or something that can even like maintain my lifestyle or even like just
be a full-time.
Yeah. So it's not. It's for now. I think it's peanuts, but even if it's peanuts, like I appreciate that I'm at least earning something to validate my work. First of all, I did a vlog about this on my YouTube channel.
I watched that.
I actually did, because I felt like I was repeating myself. Like I have a video about this, so I will leave the link to the video somewhere up there, so you guys can go and check it out. Because I like break it down. But yeah, basically just through research, approaching very many brands and not being sad that they reject me, because trust me, in this industry you're gonna be rejected by very many people. Yeah, and then also just trying to stick your ground, like, because you know there's so many times like a brand will tell you that can you work with us for this and this, but they don't want to pay you. Sticking your ground and saying that no, I need like you to pay me for like my efforts and my time and everything helps. Even if they don't pay you much, even if they pay you like something, just anything, you know. So yeah, but it's been hard, guys. And you, Dhanusha, like this, how have you managed to monetize it yet? And how's the business side of your blog going so far?
I would say that it's not like I've worked on a few things that I've got paid for.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't get paid for most of the stuff that I do.
And that's how it was for me as well.
Yeah, and I'm much newer than you are.
Yeah. When did you start blogging?
So I officially started my blog like in Feb this year. But I was like part of the beauty community already. Like there's this huge group. I always mention it. It's Beauty Swap for Sale on Facebook.
You know, you're the only one. Like I never knew about that group before you.
Well, there's like 44,000 people in there.
Okay.
That's a lot. It's the biggest in terms of like beauty community on Facebook here, especially
in South Africa.
But you do get a lot of this like, oh, I'm gonna send you this, please review it for me, or you invited to this, this and that, and you get lots of invitations.
Oh my gosh!
I just got invited to something in Joburg.
Are you serious?
That was like yesterday.
Like honestly, like the thing is, I'm just like, okay, fine. I know I love going for events. I'm like that girl who likes the social scene, like that. But that's not gonna pay my bills. And obviously, okay, by the way, let me just tell you guys, for people are not paid to attend events.
You see, editing, like for you, editing videos, right? For me, editing pictures, writing.
It takes so much time.
Coming up, like creative writing takes time, and editing takes time.
And sometimes you feel like your efforts are not like worth anything if no one wants to acknowledge
you. Yeah. So even if you're not offering a lot of money,
just
as long as you're offering something,
yeah.
I feel like it's just, this is now becoming a job for us. Like we want it to be our jobs. Yeah. Especially in a student budget. Like,
oh my goodness, guys!
Come on, let's be real.
Do you have anything else to add about like money and the blogging? And but I know also this is like for us who are not like established yet. Obviously, if you're an established blogger, then you're probably making cash from every Instagram post you put up or something like that.
Very established.
Yeah.
I think there's like different. I think blogging is still taking its place in South Africa.
That's so true.
In the States, it's completely different.
Yeah.
Paid, like,
so well. Like,
guys,
people live on like just blogging.
Just blogging and like social media. Like some people don't even have blogs and they get paid. Was this a picture there? Do you have anything to add about that?
I'm just gonna ask you one question. What is an influencer? Because so many people have been using that term like this year, mostly, and I just don't like that word.
I also, I'm not a person who loves that word, and I honestly don't get it. So what is a social media influencer?
Because for me, like what I would, before this whole word influencer came about, I just thought like bloggers and vloggers, those are the people who are called influencers. Yeah.
Those are the people. But often you get influencers that are not bloggers or vloggers or have anything.
And that is okay. It shouldn't be an issue, but like it doesn't really make sense if you're not really creating content, or it's different. Maybe you are an influencer on social media because you have maybe this big following and people, I don't know,
people buy
what you like, but that's not the same as a content creator, you know. So we shouldn't all be just shipped in one boat and call this.
I actually agree with you.
Yeah,
because like somebody said to me that like influencer, if you had to put that in your bio, it will make people think that you're after fame and like. And that makes sense because
true.
What is an influencer?
True. For me, I would like much rather be called a content creator. Like I prefer to like create. Yeah.
There's a bit like a bad stigma attached to blogger nowadays. So content creator, writer, creative, social media, something. I feel sounds better than influencer.
An influencer, like you are an
how do you know who's judging now? I know. We all influence each other anyway.
Then everyone could be influencers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So how do you know that?
How do you know you are an influencer? Yeah. What makes you an influencer? Are you an influencer if you have like this and this number of followers? Like there's a number of people who follow you on social media make you an influencer. Exactly. Like is there like a cut of like if you have over 1,000 followers then you're an influencer, or and like do followers actually matter in the world of content creating, like relates to like PR and brands and how they perceive who influencers are, because now these people with like the big following, like this girl or boy with like the 1,000 selfies and 30k or 40k followers is considered an influencer, as opposed to someone with like 500 followers who is creating such beautiful content. Yeah.
So sometimes we find that brands reach out to the people with huge followers just because they have that amount of followers. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to get return on investment.
Or that exactly. Because
you'll find like some people with smaller following that are actually bloggers have a lot more engagement, interaction, like comments, all that kind of stuff, and that's what makes, I think, an influencer.
Yeah, I also think so.
Influencer, you know what I mean?
If you can engage with your audience and you're
getting good feedback.
Exactly.
And, you know.
Another funny thing is like when someone has like 100k followers and there's no engagement at all in their post.
At all.
Like at all. Like we're talking about like 3 comments.
Wow. And
you have over 100k people following you, like then how are you an influencer? Like are those followers real?
We'll just put you there.
Anyway,
I think we handled that issue. So yeah, tell me, what difficulties and challenges do you face as a blogger?
Getting the right equipment in terms of like good cameras and good software to edit. It's all very expensive. Like being a blogger is expensive, you guys.
This is not child's play.
So I think in the beginning that was my greatest challenge. For now I'm like getting by, but I would definitely want to have better equipment. I knew my content would be so much better if I did. And yeah.
But the other thing, like just add on that, is that like a lot of people think that you need like, oh, this expensive camera, oh, you need this and you need that. And the thing is, we're doing it without.
Actually, this video is being filmed with like a phone.
My phone.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
And the front camera.
Not even like the back camera, yeah.
So that we can see.
So you don't actually need expensive stuff.
No.
Sometimes it just makes things a bit easier. But if you have a very good phone,
yeah, I feel like you can get away with it.
You can actually.
Especially for vlogging.
True.
And yeah, if you put it editing, I think. And have obviously the software as well.
Software is also expensive. That's another thing I struggled with in the beginning. And you?
I think just getting in the initial stages, the very early stages, just getting the word out there, or like, you know,
getting people to read your blog.
Yeah. So but I pushed really hard, like with the Instagram, the Facebook, the Twitter. Like I'm active on all that. I use Snapchat.
She really is, guys. You should check out like her engagement is on point, you know.
I do try.
Even like, but just not even engaging with like people who follow you, but even engaging with other people like you follow. Like it's really, really good.
I do try to, like, obviously I try to support those as well. Like even if I don't know you, but I like your content or your work. Or even if you're not a blogger, like but it did take a while. Like that followers or that engagement, things take time to drive up. And then a lot of people will want to know, so like, how do you get brands to work with you?
Yeah.
How do you get PR?
Everyone always asks that.
Everyone always asks that. It's not a bad thing to ask.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good question.
It's a good question.
But I'm going to answer that now.
Yeah. True.
Go. Tell me.
How do you get brands to work with you? Okay, for me in the beginning, first of all, I also think that if you're new to the whole blogging scene, don't try approaching brands, like big brands like Mac or like Woolworths, I don't know, to work with you, because they probably don't know you, they've never seen your work, you probably don't even have any work to show them, so they're probably not going to want to work with you.
That's true.
Rather approach brands which you admire, like startup brands or smaller brands which you admire.
Local brands.
Especially local brands.
And people that you actually buy from.
Exactly.
And you enjoy.
Exactly.
And you shouldn't be approaching brands when you haven't started a blog.
Yeah.
And even if you started a blog, you need to get at least engagement and interaction and stuff before you start approaching.
True. First build your engagement, not really like following, just build your engagement and your content before you go to a brand, because they're definitely gonna ask,
look, and
previous, like, what can I see any previous work, and if you don't have any previous
That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
I mean, I also initially, like, I did approach a few brands in the first few months, and then I thought, you know what, no. I do have good content. I had a lot of content, but I felt like I can still do more. Yeah. And then once I started doing more brands started approaching
And that's
me.
the funny thing. Once brands see that you're working with other brands, more brands want to work with you. So just start with that one. Look for that one local brand you've always thought was just so amazing, and then approach them. But a lot of it has to do with your approaching. Like, you can't sit back and wait for brands to approach you. Like, it happens, but not. True. You have to be the one putting yourself out there in the beginning. Definitely.
I think that's what actually got me started. Yeah. What else? What we wish we knew before we started.
What did you wish we knew before we started blogging? I don't know. You start.
I wish I knew how hard work it is. Like, I am not gonna lie. Like, I knew it was hard work, but I didn't know how hard work it is. Because firstly, like, you need to, from a lot of my things, I need to buy it firstly. Yeah. I need to test it.
But especially as a beauty, like, blogger.
Yeah. I mean, things are expensive, firstly. And then, like, I need to test it. And I can't just test it once. Test it over. Usually, most of the stuff that I review have been tested over days, weeks. Skincare is over months. Like,
really?
Yeah, sometimes it's up to 6 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, before I review something. I mean for skincare, because you need to be able to see if it's working or not. But like, even like foundations and stuff, I have to use it a few days or whatever before I go on with the review. Yeah. So you also need pictures, you need to edit pictures, you need to write. And the longest thing, obviously, is research. I research everything. If you read my blog, you know that I go through the ingredients.
She does.
Everything.
Like, so. Yeah. Actually, yeah. You're one of the only beauty bloggers who do that.
No, they are.
Okay, maybe I just don't know them.
Yeah, I think that maybe you don't follow them, but there are a few that do that, and I appreciate it, and I think that's what people also appreciate about
you.
Us. Yeah, so.
Yeah. So, okay, what did I wish I knew? I wished I knew how. I think the same thing. Like, I didn't know how much time it would take. Oh, honestly, my god!
Sometimes I spend 5 hours on writing.
It takes so much of your time.
That's before editing and stuff. That's just dropped. And that's like besides the research, this is just the putting together.
True. And how it can also be hard and disheartening. It can be very disheartening.
And you do get those people who are like, what? Like, oh my god, I hate this. You do get those dislikes.
Trolls. Oh my gosh.
The trolls are real with the blogging world. Like, you do start dealing. I'm sure on YouTube you deal with it.
Yeah. But the thing is, I also don't have that many like views or subscribers, so I probably don't get it as much as other people would.
Oh, huge, yeah. But the thing is, like, don't hate, man.
I know.
If you don't have something nice to say, don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah, I think that's one of the difficulties I also like with trolls. Anyway.
But also the other thing with the beauty blogging is that you feel the need to keep up with the latest. So like, in the beauty world, everything is released like day after day, like everything is coming out. You feel this consistent need to keep buying stuff and like keep reviewing stuff. And the thing is, on a student budget like ours, if you're not getting paid, girl, no. So the thing is, obviously we appreciate it when people send us stuff to review. Yeah. And we want to get the new releases, but it is very difficult to do that. And some people want reviews of things that I can't necessarily do. So you just have to bear with us knowing that we're on a student budget. But I'm sure we'll refer you to like other bloggers that have. Yeah.
Or we will grow and then we will get the products for free to review and get paid for them. Hint, hint.
Yeah.
Any brands that want to partner?
Yeah.
Our emails are in the description. We wished PR companies would know about bloggers.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
You go.
The way she flipped her hair. But I think we also mentioned this in like a bit in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I wish PR companies would know, just because this person has this crazy amount of followers does not mean that she's the best person to work with for this particular campaign. You should definitely look at, first of all, what followers does this person have. Like, do your research. Like, you guys, like, if your job is a PR, like, then you should take it seriously. And then look at the engagement, look at the content that they're gonna be creating. You can't just like today we're looking through some Instagram of these influencers who are like reviewing this makeup product, but you could just tell that they didn't really know what they were doing, and the only reason they were chosen for that campaign was because they have huge followings. Which doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. And if you look through their followers, you might find something interesting. But I just also I wish that PR companies know that we put in a lot of time and effort, and that we deserve to be paid.
Definitely.
And you know what? It's not like we're asking for that right now, but I mean, you obviously do get paid. I also sometimes, but it's
not even. But guys, I still do a lot of free work even now.
Yeah,
like exactly. I still do a lot of, because sometimes there's still like no exposure. We'll just pay you with exposure.
And
I hate that fucking word. I'm sorry for cussing, but like,
I'm glad you said it, girl. Because what is exposure? I mean, and then you get like well-known brands,
exactly,
that want to give you exposure.
Brands who can afford to pay you, because sometimes I understand if it's a startup, which is saying like we're still starting up, so we're gonna like figure something out. But if it's a well-known brand and they're probably paying other influencers to market, but for you, they decide they're just gonna pay you with exposure because anyway your following is small.
No, that's a no.
It's unacceptable.
Yeah, exactly. So I just wish that they would look to the followers. They would also pay people that deserve to be paid. People who content create.
Yeah, look at content and engagement for me is what's most important in blogging. I think we've touched on everything that we had wanted to talk about. We obviously discussed a bit before we shot this video, so I really hope it was helpful to you guys. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section and we will definitely answer all questions.
No hate, please. No hate. That's all I'm gonna say.
Please don't hate.
The hating part of it. But I think that all we're trying to get across is that blogging is very hard.
Yeah.
Don't take it like it's an easy task. Yeah, because it's really not.
Exactly, and that's what I don't like about people.
And don't start a blog for freebies, because that ain't gonna pay your bills, girl.
Exactly. Have the passion.
Have the passion. I think people can see when you're passionate about what you do. I mean, we all love free things, but there's no such thing as a free lunch. So
exactly.
Yeah, I take what you want from this, but just know that we're doing this from a good place.
Yeah.
And we're actually helping. We're trying to help those that want to start or interested.
Yeah, and thank you so much for being on my channel.
Thank you for having me and inviting me.
Okay.
Hopefully you'll spill the tea again. So touching on bloggers in general, we were just saying that you were telling us.
Okay, so we were saying how a lot of bloggers only show the good side of blogging, and I'm also like
we're all guilty.
Like obviously I'll show when I get this new product, or when I get this new partnership, or this package, or this the good things, but you don't actually see how much stress we go through and how bad we feel sometimes. Like another thing we're discussing, so when a brand approaches you, or if you're approaching a brand to say that you want to work with them, you have to specify, like, are you going to, like, not even are you going to, how will I be compensated for this? Because if you don't, then they will just assume that you do work for free and they won't even like bother. So you have to just ask, how am I going to be compensated for this? What am I getting out of this? I would like to do this and this and this. Then they will ask you for your rates. If you don't want to just bombard them with your rates like at the first.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't set the tone for what you want, then you won't get what you want. And then often you're going to find that there are people who will do this for free, and then brands will work with them because they're doing it for free.
True.
So even if you're like, newish and getting to...
It doesn't matter. Even if you're new, you're old, you're still a blogger, you're still creating content, you're still working.
So if you think your quality and your content is good, then ask for what you want. And we don't want people, like established bloggers and things like that, to be working for free.
Exactly. Yeah. I feel like my voice has become like so deep and hoarse because I've been talking for so long.
Yeah, I think we're gonna cut it here.
Yeah, we'll just cut it here.
Right. literally spilling the tea.
You know what? I'm just gonna sip some.
So you can guess what the next video is gonna be on.
Oh my god, it's so... I put so much sugar. Why?
This girl is very healthy, I must say.
I'm very unhealthy. I know.
That was sarcasm, Teshie.
Oh yeah. Whoopsie.
I can't wait for you guys to see this next video.